Now they're telling you your work means nothing? What does mean anything? And how long can a society continue that doesn't have meaning and that doesn't revere work? Well, there's probably no one in a better position to answer that question than Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe was, of course, and is now once again the host of the acclaimed show Dirty Jobs. He also started a very successful foundation whose job it is, and successfully does, match willing workers with skilled work. Mike Rowe joins us now. Mike, thanks so much for coming on. So
Pleasure.
This stuff is super complicated, and I hope that we didn't simplify it to the extent that we distorted what's happening. There's a lot of it that nobody understands. But if you step back, you see the government disincentivizing work, incentivizing idleness, sending the message that there's no dignity in work, there's no meaning in it, why bother? What effect does that have?
The effect was encapsulated perfectly in everything you just said. I mean, not to blow smoke or show too much of my own bias, but that's the greatest monologue I've heard you do. This is no longer a matter of a skills gap or a few million people unemployed and employers frustrated because of the mismatch of skills. This is a matter of national security, I think, because I think it goes right to our identity as a people. You know, when I started that foundation, MicroWorks, 13 years ago on Labor Day, we had record high unemployment. Every single morning I woke up, I was shooting Dirty Jobs at the time out in the world, and I'd wake up and I'd look at the headlines in the paper, and it was always a click up, right? 8%, 8.5%, 9%, and so forth and so on. But everywhere we went on Dirty Jobs, we saw help wanted signs. And it became obvious that something else was happening in the country. There was some other alternative narrative going on regarding opportunity. Point is, that was 13 years ago, and there were 2.3 open positions, 2.3 million open positions. Today, it's 11 million. 11 million. 12 million people quit their jobs in the fall. So you're right to wonder what is going on, and is there an explanation that goes beyond money? And the answer is, yeah. It's our whole relationship with work. So, look, it feels very political because everything today is very political.
Right.
The skills gap shouldn't be, though. Look, one quick point. All my buddies on the left tell me that the reason for all this opportunity is because employers are fundamentally rapacious and greedy. And all my buddies on the right tell me all of this opportunity is a function of workers being universally lazy and shiftless. They're both painting with too broad a brush. The answers, as you said, are a bit more complicated.
I think that's exactly right, but at its heart is the question of national character. Is this a country that respects labor? And I don't mean organized labor, though maybe that too, but the actual labor, the act of creating something that didn't exist before, the act of improving something that was broken. Like, do we respect that?
Well, I think part of the fault in our stars is that we come to resent the very things we rely upon. So, you know, when the power goes out for 3 or 4 days up here where I live, people shake their fists at the linemen because they're frustrated. But the linemen are trying to get the power back on. So no, we don't really respect it. In fact, skilled labor all too often reminds the rest of us of what we're fundamentally lacking. The thing that scares me more than anything, and the reason I started the foundation when I did, was 13 years ago, for every 5 tradesmen that retired, 2 replaced them. This is what Abraham Lincoln called a terrible arithmetic. And if that was the only thing going on today, we'd have cause to be concerned. But to your earlier points, it's not just the boomers retiring earlier. It's a real fear of COVID that's been infecting us. It doesn't matter whether the fear is justified or not. It's there. It's real. The class thing that you mentioned, whether it's true or not, we've been told that the reason we're unhappy is that our bosses make too much, and so forth and so on. It's a big, complicated, hairy mess.